On Akbar Road, where Amrinder Singh has started speaking.
आज आ रही है आवाज
हाँ
नहीं?
बैठिए आराम से बैठिए प्लीज करिए
All right, folks.
ओके ये इसका सेंटर में
Okay. How about it now? Okay. Mr. Younger Badal had a meeting today, in Delhi, in which he has levied certain charges against the Congress Party. Let me tell you the background of this. Firstly, of course, why Badal has come to Delhi is intriguing in itself. I think this is the first time he's had a meeting here. He should have had it in Chandigarh. But unfortunately for him, the Chandigarh people know fully well what is happening in Punjab. And therefore, he's decided to give it a skip and come here. The fact is, he has tried to justify the failure of his own government in maintaining law and order. And he's tried to put the whole blame on the Sarbat Khalsa, which he says is responsible for doing whatever is happening in Punjab, and the Congress party has something to do with it. Let me tell you what is happening in Punjab and why the Sarbat Khalsa was held. Firstly, what is the Sarbat Khalsa? If you look at history, before television, before newspapers, before everything, whenever there was any issue facing the community, a congregation was called at any particular place, normally in Amritsar, where everybody came from various parts of the country, wherever they were settled, to give their views at that congregation which was known as Sarbat Khalsa. And it was matters pertaining to the community which were discussed. Now, before this meeting was held, Punjab has been going through a very difficult time. Yahan, we have had in Punjab 12,000 farmers who have lost their crops, 12,000 acres for plenty of farmers, but 12,000 acres of cotton crop was destroyed. Why? Because spurious seed was brought by the Punjab Agriculture Department and spurious pesticide was provided to them, end result being that the white fly destroyed the crop. The purchase of paddy is well below the MSP, the basmati. As a consequence, you've had many suicides taking place, and even today in the newspapers it was that one more has taken place. People are, the youth are without jobs, and that is growing. Drug addiction as a consequence is growing. Generally, it's a complete disenchantment with this government in Punjab, and therefore there was an attempt at the very senior upper level, and that is why we are calling for an inquiry, which I'll be talking to you, but to divert public opinion away from all these things onto something else, a sort of a controlled destabilization which took place once earlier. I don't know if any of you remember, I was very much part of it then, that at one time when there's trouble started in Punjab, how did it start? The tails of cows were cut off and thrown into mandirs, and cigarettes and cigarette boxes were thrown into the Gurdwara Sarovars, and clash of communities took place. This happened in the 70s. Now here again, controlled destabilization of a type, that a Guru Granth Sahib was stolen from a village, Bargadi, and for 5 months they couldn't trace it, and after that it was found in tatters and pieces, pages thrown in villages, in the nalis and gullies and all, and that as a consequence brought about a feeling of anger in the whole of the state. And as a result, what happened? In Bargadi, where this incident took place, on the road there were about 250 people, including majority being women, who were sitting there to protest on the road. They had blocked the road, and they were actually praying in that particular place. When an SSP from Moga arrives, Mr. Sharma, and he is heard by people when he gets out of the car of saying that aaj inko sabak sikhana hai. And then he orders the firing onto these people. Innocent people who are sitting there saying their prayers. 2 were killed on the spot, 37 were injured, and they had to be carried off. I've seen people, Rahulji went there, fingers blown off, through the leg, through the arm, 2 have got it through the spine. So they are in a bad situation. It was there all around. Now when this happened, anger further flared up. And as a consequence, organizers who wanted to take advantage of this situation called the Sarbat Khalsa, which was in Taran Taran district, in Amritsar Taran Taran district. And at that congregation, it was dominated by some of those organizations which are considered to be not anti-national but certainly hot-headed. And they had this meeting. Now the people who went to that meeting did not go there for any political reasons. They did not go there to be part of any Khalistani organization. Incidentally, Mr. Maan, who was there, was not allowed to speak. And he's the promoter of Khalistan in Punjab, and he was asked to leave the stage. So he left the stage. But in that meeting, a lot of people were disappointed because they felt that the organizers would raise the issue of anger that is coming there, what has happened to the farmers, what is happening to the youth, what is various things, but nothing was raised. Some resolutions are passed, which most of the organizations later on rejected, which was changing the Jathedars of the Akal Takht and the other Takhts, and these sort of things were finished off. Now, who took part in them? As I said, people who were interested in bringing about some sort of raising their voices about the happenings in Punjab. And in that, 2 people who were from the Congress party went. One was MLA, Mr. Sikhi. Mr. Sikhi had resigned from the MLA-ship just before that. And why he had resigned was, and why he was so upset was, he is basically, as an individual, a very religious-minded man. And if you verify with your own people in Punjab, they will tell you that from the 1st of January to 31st of January, every year, he lives 24/31 inside the Golden Temple doing seva. So that's the individual makeup of this individual. But why he resigned was because one of the villages where the Guru Granth Sahib was torn was in his constituency. And he was, as a consequence, very, very worked up about it, and he quit. The other gentleman was Mr. Zira. His constituency is next door, and he went there in their own capacity. Now, the Sarbat Khalsa is not a political institution. It's an institution where, as I mentioned to you, anyone can go. Now, here is the case also of the BSP chairman, Mr. Karim Puri. He was also there. Now, that doesn't make him an extremist also. So the point is that this was a wide-based thing. We did not go, none of us went, because we know exactly what is going on there. And the Congress has always maintained a very secular image in Punjab, even in those difficult times when terrorism was at its peak. The Congress party held its own and fought against it. And while these people, Mr. Prakash Singh Badal was the first man to tear the Constitution. I think you must be aware of this. He tore the Constitution. He was arrested for it. He spent some time locked up. And then it was he and under his leadership, the Akali Dal, which was telling these boys at that time, Aage lago ladko, hum aapke piche hain. And he pushed all these boys into extremism and terrorism and got them all killed. 35,000 people have died, and he didn't stop then only. It's on his insistence that in Darbar Sahib, a memorial has been built to those people who died there. I opposed it, and I opposed it by saying, build a memorial to those Punjabis who died there, which are 35,000 of us who died in Punjab. But no, it was to be only built for those extremists who died with Sant Bhindranwale inside the Golden Temple. Now this is the sort of man that you've got here. Where is our Chief Minister? I want to know that. Why isn't he out? Why doesn't he go around Punjab? If Rahul Gandhi can walk in his daughter-in-law's constituency, who's a minister here, and his own constituency, which falls within this district, and he can walk from village to village, and he can go into the homes of people and talk to them, not only those who had lost their lives by suicide, but into other villages also. What prevents this fellow or his son or his daughter-in-law to go? Because they know what's going to happen to them. Anywhere where the Akali Dal is going today, they are being beaten up. Yesterday, the Minister of Rural Development and Panchayats was beaten up in his own constituency. Now, this is the state of affairs, and naturally, he's come here to try and throw the blame on the Congress party. What is the Congress party's fault in this? It is this man's doing, it's an incompetence of the Akali Dal. The Chief Minister has not yet spoken on this matter. He has not come out into the field. He hasn't gone to visit those people where those families have died or been shot. They have conveniently handed over the whole matter to the CBI. But the terms of reference which have been issued do not include the checking up of why the police did this firing. Now, normally when firing is done, resorted to, I'm an ex-soldier, I've been trained in it too. You have maybe an 11-man group, or maybe a 20-man or 30-man group, whatever the requirement is, and a magistrate goes along with it under an officer. And that magistrate decides whether firing should take place. And then the officer concerned orders one soldier to load and says, that is the man who is the ringleader, shoot him. That is the way it's done. Not you get out of your car and you order the whole police force to start firing everybody, and after that's not ended. The moment the firing is over, then they do a lathi charge, and whatever's left, they beat them up also. Then you catch hold of two people and you take them that these are the people behind it from one side, and the other side you take a Granthi and his wife from another Gurdwara where this has happened, and you beat them black and blue. One of those first two is now in the PGI with a damaged spine. The police beat him so much. And now then, after 2 days, you release them to say that they are not involved. And why did you beat them? Why did you arrest them? Now you've got an FIR which has been lodged without any names. How can you have this? We are saying, therefore, that was why our Vice President took us in a delegation to meet the President, that a sitting judge of the Supreme Court or the High Court must make an inquiry into the entire incident in toto, from A to Z, to tell us what exactly has transpired there. Who ordered the firing? Who was this SSP saying कि आज सबक सिखाना है? किसी ने तो हुक्म दिया उसको? किसने हुक्म दिया? और आप देखोगे ये हुक्म बादलों से आएगा नीचे. That is why they are trying to cover up and try to change this whole thing. It's a controlled destabilization which has gone out of control. That is what they were trying. Now, if there's anything you wish to ask.
ये प्रधान साहब, ये जो राहुल गांधी और कांग्रेस प्रेसिडेंट पे बादल ने हमला किया है, इसका मतलब ये है कि पॉलिटिकली उनकी हालत बहुत ज़्यादा खराब हो चुकी है. उसकी घबराहट में उन्होंने आप लोगों पे ये हमला किया है.
100%. आज तो उनकी पोजीशन ये है कि मैं समझता हूँ अगर आज इलेक्शन हो जाए, एक सीट नहीं आएगी उनकी. एक सीट तो क्या आएगी, तो कैंपेन नहीं कर सकेंगे. इनको तो पिटाई होगी जहाँ जाएंगे. आज जहाँ अकाली जा रहे हैं उनकी पिटाई हो रही है.
हिंदी सब पूरा प्रेस कॉन्फ्रेंस इंग्लिश मतलब एक बारी बादल साहब की जो पीसी प्रेस कॉन्फ्रेंस हुई, उन्होंने राहुल गांधी पर गंभीर आरोप लगाए हैं, कांग्रेस पार्टी पे गंभीर, उस पे हिंदी में.
देखिए, राहुल जी के साथ उनका क्या रोल था वहाँ? उनका रोल था सिर्फ इतना कि हमें वो लीड करके गए थे कि जहाँ दो परिवार थे जिनमें उनको गोली लगी थी और उनके दो शहीद हो गए थे, उनके घरों में गए, उनके परिवारों को मिले, उनके साथ बैठे, उनके साथ वाले घरों में गए. ऐसा उनका काम था सिर्फ, ओनली. मैं तो उनके साथ था एट ऑल द टाइम्स. तो इन पे लगाना कि सरबत खालसा उन्होंने कर दिया. व्हाट इज़ राहुल गांधी का सरबत खालसा के साथ क्या कनेक्शन? अमरिंदर सिंह का क्या कनेक्शन है? अगर सरबत खालसा हमें करना पड़ता तो अमरिंदर सिंह तो आज से 30 साल पहले ज्वाइन कर जाते उनको. फैक्ट ऑफ द मैटर इज़ कि बिल्कुल गलत बातें हो रही हैं. राहुल जी का कोई कनेक्शन नहीं उसमें, कांग्रेस पार्टी का कोई कनेक्शन नहीं उसमें. वो स्पॉन्टेनियस बात उठी थी लोगों में, और लोग पहुंचे थे सुनने के लिए वहाँ लोग कि ये जो प्रबंधक हैं वहाँ वो क्या करते हैं, क्या कहते हैं. और जब उन्होंने देखा कि कोई बात नहीं हो रही है तो कुछ और बातें चल रही हैं, सो देन दे लेफ्ट, बिकॉज लोग नहीं चाहते थे. देखिए, एक बात आप समझो, आज SGPC है इनके हाथ में, अकालियों के हाथ में, लेकिन SGPC एक इंस्टीट्यूशन है. वो इंस्टीट्यूशन 1920 से लेकर 1925 तक एक संघर्ष चला था. महंतों से गुरुद्वारे निकाले गए थे, और 1925 में हमारा गुरुद्वारा लहर पूरी हुई और SGPC श्रोमणी गुरुद्वारा प्रबंधक कमेटी की नियुक्त की गई थी. और उसमें वो इंस्टीट्यूशन 25 से लेकर अब तक वो सिर्फ हमारे गुरुद्वारा को चलाती थी या जथेदारों को अपॉइंट करती थी। तो मैंने कहा कि मैं जो ये जथेदार इन्होंने बनाए हैं हम एक्सेप्ट नहीं करते इनको। आज आपने जथेदार बदल दिए, कल 2 लाख की मीटिंग मैं करके उनको बदल दूंगा, ये तो फिर माहौल बन जाएगा कम्युनिटी में। जो इंस्टीट्यूशन है SGPC, अगर उसको जो चलाते हैं वो ख़राब लोग हैं तो इलेक्शन करा के निकालो उनको, बट डोंट किल एन इंस्टीट्यूशन। ये मैंने कहा था तब। और राहुल जी हैज़ गॉट नथिंग टू डू विद दिस इज़ एन इंटरनल अफेयर। और इसमें तो ऐसे ही इनको, क्योंकि अब कंफ्यूज हो गए, इनको मालूम है कि हमें पता नहीं कि हम करेंगे क्या आगे को, तो उनके हमारे कांग्रेस पे फेंक रहे हैं। और नेचुरली वाइस प्रेसिडेंट थे तो वाइस प्रेसिडेंट पे फेंक रहे। क्या रहा है? एक मिनट जी, मैं आऊँगा आपके पास। हाँ जी।
Congress party men hobnobbing with Sikh extremists, but have also talked about you people joining hands with ISI and Pakistan. How do you respond to that?
Now that's absurd. Absurd. Let me tell you, it's absurd. If you think that anything that goes wrong in this country, unfortunately, has to be outside influences. ISI कर दो या CIA कर दो या पहले क्या करते थे, some other country की कोई investigation agency है जो कर रही है या such things. Fact of the matter is there any proof? If there is proof, then you have an IB in this country, you have a research and analysis wing in the country. They don't know. Mr. Badal knows. Where does Mr. Badal make these comments from? किस तरीके से comment करते हैं वो? On what basis? I have been Chief Minister of Punjab. I should know how much the intelligence gathering is and how it is done. There is no such thing. कोई बात ही नहीं है इसमें। ये तो अपने कंधों से निकाल के किसी और पे फेंकना चाहता है, but that's all. Sorry?
There were certain secessionist forces which were part of that rally, and that your own men, at least 2 of them, had gone there. Would there be certain actions?
Who are the secessionist forces in that rally? Mr. Simranjit Singh Mann. Mr. Simranjit Singh Mann had to leave the stage because the organizers did not allow him to speak. So he is the secessionist of the person.
मान साहब की बाइट दिखाई है, इसके अलावा जिसमें वो बोल रहे हैं खालिस्तान का समर्थन कर रहे हैं, इसके अलावा
किसने बोला आपको? वो तो आप निकल के चले गए, वो बोले नहीं। वो तो उन्होंने बाद में बयान दिया है कि मुझे मैं बीमार हो गया था, मैं चला गया उधर से, मैं नहीं बोला।
MLA
जीरा सिंह नहीं, उनका नाम है इंद्रजीत सिंह जीरा। एंड